You know, productivity gurus will tell you that you should always start your day with the most difficult task. The only problem is my most difficult task involves 1,000-pound creatures with 3-foot horns that could kill me. All right, you two boys are gonna be coming with me. Come on, guys. No fighting, please. The fighting is always the most dangerous part. Come on, Macho Man. Come with me, buddy. Amanda, I want you to go. Linda, back up. Joey, go. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, Joey. I'll get you through here. Moving my bull and my steer is always the most dangerous task on the farm, particularly when I'm moving them together, because they have a tendency to fight. I always worry that I could end up trampled or gored by my bull or my steer in these types of situations. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on, Macho Man, you can do it. All right, Joey, can I get you to follow Macho Man? Come on. Come on, boys. It's gonna be your winter home. Well, that was significantly easier than I was expecting it to be, and yeah, I'm really glad I waited a day. You know, yesterday when I first moved the cattle down from the top hill, I was really concerned about separating them out, and I tried to separate them out, but then I had some trouble. So I figured it'd be better to just let them chill out, sleep on it, and pick it up the next morning. And as you guys can see right there, that was the best decision I could have made, because that's about as easy a move as I could possibly imagine. And so now my cattle breeding season is over and winter on the farm has officially begun. All right, hang on, Macho Man. I'm gonna get you some fresh water. Hang on, just be patient. Oof. Did you look at that frost on this hydrant? It's actually a chilly 24 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. So the water hydrant I now have rigged up now runs one hose from here over to the boys. The reason this hose goes up and then down is so that the water can drain itself out, and then I can hang this hose right along this fence. And that way, when I'm refilling their water every single morning, it'll drain itself out and I'll be able to avoid having the hoses freeze. And it makes my chores nice and easy, which is exactly what you want in your winter chore time. Okay, Abby dog, you're being a very good girl. Yes, good job. I locked Abby up this morning in the kennel right before I started to move the boys, because I feel like when I'm moving cattle like that, it's really important to minimize as many variables as possible. And the chaotic good of Abby dog is definitely a variable that I wanted to minimize. Aw, you're so adorable though, sweetie. Rise and grind, weirdos. Just smash. Yeah, it's pretty thick ice on top of that water this morning. Now, in recent videos, I actually got a lot of questions about our weird chicken here, Deb. Now, Deb's not a true weird chicken in the sense that she is like a silky or a bantam breed. She's actually a full-size Americana hen. She's about, I don't know, I think I want to say like 4 years old or so, maybe 3.5 years old, something like that. A lot of viewers recently commented on the fact that she has this kind of weird ponytail on one side of her head, but doesn't have it on the other. And that's actually because back when she was younger, she actually got injured by a certain other animal on this farm. A certain animal that brings a lot of chaotic good energy, hint, hint. And when she got hurt, she had this flap of skin that kind of developed off to the side. I talked to a couple of veterinary friends and they all said I could cut it off or I could just leave it. I decided to leave it because I was actually worried about if I cut it off, it created an additional opportunity for infection. And so I felt like her odds of doing well and surviving would have been better if I just left it on. And so that was a choice that I made probably about 2.5 years ago. Actually, maybe it was almost 3 years ago. And so she just had this kind of weird ponytail hanging off the side of her head ever since. And in fact, that's how she ended up getting the name Deb in the first place. You know, kind of like Deb from Napoleon Dynamite. Abby, you got to be nice to Deb. Remember that, okay? I think I never actually talked about that in a video because when all of this was going on, I was in the middle of the whole Abby breeder drama and didn't want to just throw another log on the fire. But truth be told, that's why she's got this weird little kind of thing off the side of her head. It's just like some skin and then feathers grew off of the skin, basically. She lives with the weird chickens because she has a propensity to go broody. She's hatched out a couple of batches of chicks. In fact, a bunch of the chicks in our laying flock are actually her daughters. And at this point, they're not chicks, they're really hens or pullets. And so because of her weird head, as well as because of her weird propensity to want to hatch babies, that's why she gets to live with the weird chickens. Bye, Deb. I feel like I should maybe make like a segment that's a regular thing on the farm that's like get to know my chickens.
Chickens, these are my chickens. Get to know my chickens, 'cause they're really kind of weird, yeah.
Good morning, boys. So like in the last 5 minutes, we've had a new development here on the farm in that we've started to get freezing rain. I don't know, I guess it's a warm weather front that's come in, even though it's been relatively cold the last couple of days. And I probably shouldn't say relatively cold, it's just been cooler than it's been, even though for winter in northern Vermont, it's actually still a lot warmer than it should be. But our little goat friends seem to be doing pretty gosh darn good. How's it going, Larny? Good to see you, buddy. Last night's dog water becomes this morning's goat and chicken water. Oh shoot, I'm just looking at it. It looks like the cattle water trough is just about full. This hose carries the water from the cattle. And again, that's the high point, so it helps the water drain out. But it's actually really important that it doesn't overflow because I don't want to turn that area into a messy, muckier mess any sooner than I need to. And then basically I just disconnect this hose and some of the water will drain out this side and the rest of the water will drain out that side and all is good in the world. Oh wow, would you guys look at this? So in just the span of a few minutes, we've got like this sheet of ice. It's almost like glass. It's because the ground has been so cold and we got the introduction of rain that was actually just like on the border of like kind of being sleet. And yeah, it's slippery. I should almost be wearing my crampons at this point this morning. Ugh. Morning, birds! This makes me really thankful to have the cover of the hoop coop today. It's actually really nice and toasty in here. It's, I don't know, feels like it's maybe 45, 50 degrees. I noticed that it stays cooler in here relative to the outside when we have less sun, and the logic behind that makes sense because really the way this whole building heats itself is it stores the sunshine and traps the warmth, and so that's how things generally stay warm. And there ain't no sunshine today. Release the Kraken! Here's your food, glorious food. So I actually came in with the tractor yesterday and I spread some wood chips. I think the wood chips are helping make this area a lot less muddy. And so I've just been building this up with wood chips and I'm liking what I'm seeing. So I think I'm gonna continue doing more of that over the next few days. Yeah, I really should be wearing my crampons for this. We're gonna see if we can get away with it for today. But yes, this is one of those days where it's really not fun to be farming. And it definitely makes me glad that I've got to do some work on my book today. But I know one thing that'll make this morning more enjoyable is I have this bucket of chicken-friendly scraps. Let's see what the girls get to enjoy this morning. We've got some lettuce, we've got some old Chinese food rice, we've got like an old stale gluten-free bagel, some vegetable cuttings, some other random misassortment stuff. And so yeah, the chickens always love to just get in there and like, I don't know, it's a fun way to make our compost go further and turn our compost into eggs. Speaking of eggs, here's a duck egg. Doesn't look like we have any eggs in the nesting box yet this morning. Doesn't look like our layer girl has laid her egg yet, but maybe we'll catch her dropping an egg by the end of this video. I think I might end up putting up a couple more posts in the next few days to just give this a better run so that it drains itself better. Again, one of my biggest things I got to protect against this winter is having the water freeze inside that. So now here's the rest of the moo crew. I would have loved to actually have been able to give them the shelters finally, but those are on order and they won't be here for a couple more days. But with the boys moved out, now what I'm gonna need to do is actually two things. One, I'm gonna actually wanna bring the girls, the heifers that were up in the permaculture orchard, so Alice B. Tokless and Baby B, bring them down here with everybody else. All right, it looks like Alice already snuck out. She got out yesterday and then I got her back in. I don't know, she probably got out at some point last night. What's going on there, Alice? You look like you got mischief on your mind. Alice is gonna do what Alice does. The animal I have a lot more high expectations. I don't know, that's probably not the right word. I have higher hopes that my girl Baby B is gonna do exactly what I want her to do. Come on, Baby B. I know, you've been crying to come out. Come on, come in with me, come on. Yeah, this is exciting. We're gonna actually reunite Baby B with her mom. Come on, Beatrix, let's go. I forgot to bring my bucket of treats out here. Honestly, if I have that, she will like follow me to the end of the earth, but Who knows, she might just follow me as it is right now. Alice is all looking at me like, what you doing? I think what I'm gonna do, I don't know, maybe I do this today, maybe I don't do it today because the weather's horrible, but I'm gonna have them graze this spot, like all the cattle. You know, the reason I brought them in is because one, I ran out of grass, but two, I couldn't get them water. And so I don't have those problems down here. And so, yeah, I might have them do a little bit more grazing before the year's done. All right, now we got the secret weapon. For like the last day, ever since I moved the cattle down, Baby B has been crying to rejoin her herd. And now that she has access to this grass, she's like in no rush. Oh yeah, you like that? Yep, you do. Yep, that's my girl. There's more of it this way, come on. It's funny, you know, Baby B and Alice are best friends after the summer that they've spent together. The 4 heifer calves that were born this year are gonna do the same things that these two did this year, next year. So like, they will be sequestered down here in the permaculture orchard, separated from the rest of the herd. Whoop, 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 whoop. Don't get too excited. Can we get you to come with me? All right, yeah, you want your treats, I know. Let's see if we can get Alice through the gate. That's a good girl, Alice. And now let's see if we can lead them over here to the rest of the herd. Now it looks like Baby B has found the hay stash for the calves that I set up here. Hey, Baby B, I know you like the hay, but do you want to go say hi to your mom? And it looks like Alice has found the treat stash, even though she's running around like she just got guilty, busted here. No playing around with the cattle. Come on. If you want to be here for this work, you got to behave. I got this for you. Come with me. Come on. It's even, you like the hay, but this is even better. You know that, right? Come on, Baby B. Uh-oh. We got the boss cow getting a little bossy here. Audrey, did you just scare off the young ones? Come on. Audrey, I want you to get back in. Back in. Come on, Audrey. Back in. Back in. All right, Alice, can I get you in? Alice, can I get you in that way? She just blew past the door. Come on, you two, stay back. I think we're gonna have to try again here. All right, Baby B, this is a second attempt. I know you love these. Come on, it's your favorite, come on. Come on, Alice B. Well, it seems like I have kind of a dilemma here. The girls are too interested in the hay and they don't want to come with me. And so I actually just got an idea that's going to also make separating out the heifers easier too. What I'm actually going to do is open up this lower yard for a little bit. We're going to let all the girls out and all the girls are going to be able to hang out and eat this field for a little bit. And I think I'm going to give myself another day or two of letting everybody mix together. You know, I don't have to wean the calves like today. Like if I wait a week or two, it's not the end of the world. And so I think if I just give them at least a day, maybe 2, depending on weather, I think this will probably be the best strategy. So you can see everybody's now coming into this field. How's it going, Bonnie McMurray? Good to see ya. I think your mom's gonna be coming over to say hi in a little bit. Let's see what happens. So this is always interesting to watch the herds mix. And as I think about it, I kind of like the idea of giving them more space versus less space right now. Hey, Betty Rubble, how you doing? Amanda Hug and Kiss. I think there's somebody that you have not seen in quite some time who'd like to say hello. There you see Ariel checking out Baby B again for the first time. And I don't know, gosh, it's been about 6 months since the young girls were with the moms. When you look at Belinda Carlisle and compare her in size, she's getting pretty close in size to where Baby B's at. Baby B's been growing fast this year. So Amanda Hug and Kiss, who's that cow right there, that's actually Baby B's mom. She just went right by and Baby B kind of ignored her. But look, Alice B. Tokless is excited to see her mom. And so despite the fact that it's maybe 30 degrees Fahrenheit right now and it's raining and I'm soaked and I'm freezing, I'm just having an amazing time actually watching all the cattle do their thing out in this field. And life feels pretty darn good. Hope you guys have enjoyed this update from the farm. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And even if you have, you might want to like unsubscribe and then resubscribe. I don't know, maybe that'll help. Sometimes people say they don't get notifications for the videos. But I'll be back again real soon with another update. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.